long story short, my dad's family was from Teignmouth. Um, so when we came back to the country, we were sent to Tidworth in Hampshire. And from time to time, sort of once a month, we'd come down to Teignmouth to see uh, our grannies and things like that. And one occasion we came down and Exeter City were playing, so we went to watch them. Although strangely enough, although my dad was from Teignmouth, he was a Charlton fan, which I could never understand. So 2 years later, he was posted to Exeter to Ivan Barracks, and he was in the Army Physical Training Corps. So they used to do a bit of fitness training at the barracks because at that stage, Cat and Fiddle wasn't really a going concern, I don't think. I'm not 100% sure. And that season, I went to see pretty much every home game.
How old did you say you were when you went to your first game?
Uh, 10, 11.
So actually, like a lot of fans are, by birth, they just become fans when they're born into the family. Actually, you were sort of an Exeter City fan a bit later, if you like, at 10, 11.
Yeah, it wasn't for any other reason other than the fact that we didn't come back to Britain until I was 10 or 11. So I mean, I'm coming up for nearly 60 years supporting City. So it's great. I've thoroughly enjoyed the time. It's been a hell of a ride, up and down, more down than up, but it's been great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm proud to tell everybody I'm an Exeter City fan. For what they've done since the year 2000, it's been incredible.
I mean, you must have some pretty special memories and some particular matches that stand out to you.
I think pretty much the Man United game was the first time being one of nearly 19,000 in the ground. Not being able to move, and my dad lifting me up and sitting me on his shoulders, even though I was about 11 at the time. It was the only chance I'd get to see the game, and because of what my dad did. I did have a program signed by the Man United players, the Georgie Best and all that lot from the day. So that unfortunately has got itself lost in the intervening times, unfortunately. But hey ho, I've always enjoyed going to Exeter games. Wembley 2 or 3 times. He even took the wife to Wembley, which given a total hatred of football, was no mean feat.
So you've not indoctrinated Exeter City into her then?
I'm trying my hardest, but it's a hard process for someone who's not a football fan. But she knows of my love for Exeter City, so even down to sitting in front of the only television on the island we were at on holiday in the Maldives to try and find the score when we're in a playoff final.
Amazing. And so obviously you're now in Mijas in Spain. When did you move there?
5 years ago. It's pretty much 5 years ago today.
Oh wow.
We took early retirement and decided that once we'd sold the house, we'd be able to move. And we were very fortunate that we were able to come out here. And at that stage, I was living in the Midlands. So I was working all the unsocial hours, just like yourself, and didn't get to watch City much. So over here with iFollow, able to watch every game pretty much, and it's a wonderful thing. And sounds like it could get better with Exeter City TV.
Oh, well, certainly we'll do our best for you. I guess then, is that part of your routine on a weekend? Then at 4 o'clock, you'll sit down and watch the watch the game?
Oh, very, very much so. Every Saturday, every Tuesday night, whenever City are playing, um, I'll plug in iFollow and watch the game.
So actually, you know, it's probably easier to support Exeter City from there than it would be back in the UK. Obviously, unless you actually came to the game, you wouldn't have that access.
No, and I'm not one of these, knowing a little bit about how you can do things. I wouldn't want to circumvent the system.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So obviously you've been there 5 years. In those 5 years, it's obviously only a couple of hours on a plane. How often have you been back to watch City?
I haven't had the opportunity because at this time of year, it's just starting to get warm, and we tend only to come back to the UK July, August, which is out of the football season. But I have a standing agreement with my missus that should City get to the final of the FA Cup, I will be there. Or any game of importance really like that. I will be there.
No pressure, Gary. Hey.
Well, I don't think he feels under pressure. Not from me anyway.
So watching from afar, then, do you obviously watch all the games? Are you following the website, watching interviews, chatting to other fans about things? It's just be interesting to see what your perspective is from being overseas.
Yeah, I mean, I use ECFC.co.uk an awful lot to get the match previews and everything like that. It's the whole package for me. I do watch the videos, the interviews with the guys, and it's great to see the quality of people that Exeter City have employed as footballers. When you compare it to an awful lot of clubs, they're good blokes.
Certainly are. I think who would you say in the current squad would be your favourite? And is there any players back from the early days of watching City that you've always thought of a bit of a legend or a hero?
I was always a great fan of Alan Banks. I thought he was a brilliant goal scorer. I also when Exeter City were playing down at the barracks, they had a match against the army team, and there's me at age 11 or 12. So what did they do? They put me in goal, and George Lee hit this shot. I think he hit it from Topsham. And I got right behind it. You'd have been proud of my positioning, but I went into the net with the ball. So, I've always thought he's had a bit of a shot on him. Presently, I was very much a fan of Archie Collins. I thought he was so underrated in the sense that he was always in the right position to get the ball. He was always in space. Of the low knees, I thought Bill was a brilliant keeper. We're very, very lucky to have him. And if he does go to somewhere like Celtic, he'll do a damn good job for them and be loved by the fans. Hopefully, we can get Ryan Woods back. I wouldn't say there's a player I don't like. If they put their shirts on for the cause, then they're fine by me.
Obviously, living where you live, obviously Spain's a big tourist area for British people. Have you ever seen any Exeter City shirts about?
Not in Mijas. No, I know of through XWeb. There's at least 3 other Spanish City fans. There's a guy that lives in Barcelona. There's a guy that lives in Gibraltar, and there's a guy that lives just down the coast in Marbella. But I've not had the chance to meet up with them. Probably it's at the weekend, and I'm too busy watching City. Rather than, they don't appear on the hooky pub TV channels too much, don't Exeter?
I think it'd be great actually. Maybe we could start a Spanish supporters club. We've been speaking to a few people for this, and we've had lots and lots of interest from Australia. So we're hoping we can get an Australian supporters group going. But why not get a Costa del Sol group?
Well, if we try it, then should it happen, then I'm happy enough to sort of manage it for the City fans in Spain.
Be nice if we could organise a little pre-season tour over there one day.
Well, Spain is incredible. Mijas Pueblo is less than 8,000 inhabitants, and yet it's got a 1,500-seater stadium. Benalmádena, just down the coast, has got 4 1,500-seater stadiums. So there's not too bad. I mean, the nearest what I call proper football teams are nearly 150 kilometers away. Seville has got 2 teams in the La Liga, Granada, Almeria, Cadiz. So there are some decent teams around here, but most of the pitches around here are artificial.
But you don't want the grass getting too scorched, would you?
Well, with the problems that they have over here with a lack of water, it would there'd be mud in no time at all. Black mud in no time.
I think I know how you're going to answer this question, and I wouldn't blame you. But do you miss the UK and being able to watch Exeter whenever you want?
It's much better to be able to watch the team that you love live. So yes, that is the only part of the UK I miss, is being able to watch City live. Hopefully, and we'll find out in June. We're going back to York for a couple of weeks, and hopefully it will coincide with a City game in the north of England that I can go and watch. So if you have a word with the FA for me, please, and ask them if they can schedule a game in the north of England in August.
So you're hoping for Rotherham, Huddersfield, Barnsley?
Any one of them. I'll watch Exeter City win anywhere.
In August, you say?
In August.
Right, I shall do my best.
Thank you very much for that.
And say it's important. Brian needs to be there.
It's most important. It's the most important fixture of the season.
Well, I hope it works out. I hope it does work out. So I'm looking forward to some of those northern away games. So yeah, it'd be great if we can make it happen for you. But it's
if it happens, if it happens. If not, I'll watch it on Exeter City TV, or I follow us. It possibly will be abroad still.